What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and in this video I'll be giving my 7 best NBA player props for today's NBA slate. Before I get to the analysis, you guys can see yesterday, in the past couple of days, we've been just killing it in the NBA. I haven't been posting, I think the past 2 days I haven't posted a YouTube video, but I've been posting on my TikTok, guys. So I just been actively posting on my TikTok, and you guys can see our TikTok has been actually absolutely going crazy. You guys can see here, we literally swept on a couple days ago. Oh yeah, the volume's not on. Okay, good. You guys can see a couple of days ago, we literally swept every single one of our free plays on my TikTok. You guys can see here, Zach Edey, Ant, Zubac, and Derek White, all cash. We literally swept that day. This video, we went 2-2. And then yesterday, we literally went 3-1, guys. So we're hitting our free plays, at like an 80% hit rate, which is insane, guys. And I just posted 4 props here, which I'll go into real quick. But yeah, before we get to the analysis, you guys can see we have been just killing it, guys. You guys can see here, these were the wins yesterday. You guys can see, Cash is 3-man here in the VIP. Cash is 2-man in the VIP. This was a couple of days ago. You guys can see this was also a couple of days ago. So these all are wins in the past couple of days, guys, which is just insane. So you guys can see here, guys, we are literally in 2025, guys. We're up 107.5 units. What that means is if you guys tailed every single one of my plays and you guys put $100. If you not put $100, if you guys, for example, if you guys are $100 better and put $100 on every single one of my plays, you guys are up at least 10 grand, guys, which is just insane. So that's just a testament to the success we're having in the VIP. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check out my Dub Club. Right now I'm running a sale, guys. There's only 10 spots remaining, so it's only going to be $15, guys. That's literally just 50 cents a day. So the link will be in the pinned comment as well as the description, so you guys can check it out, guys. It's only $15, and with the results we're having in the VIP, that's just a steal, guys. There's people charging $40 a week, $100 a month. And my price is just a fraction of their price, guys. You guys can also see, you guys can also get a free month or a week in the VIP Discord with these other options. But when you guys get the VIP, you'll be getting access to all my plays as well as my mod plays here. And we're building a very strong community, guys. We're almost at 1K members, which is just insane. I'm very, very happy. I'm just very appreciative of the support we're having so far. So, yeah. But if you guys want a free way to get VIP, you guys can either use my code bankroll for some of my affiliate apps. So one of them is Dabble. So if you guys use code bankroll on my Dabble account, not Dabble account. If you guys use code bankroll to sign up, just deposit $5 and send me proof, I will hook you up with 30 days of free VIP, guys. And then you guys can also use my code bankroll for Chalkboard. So if you guys use code bankroll for Chalkboard, and then the required deposit amount for Chalkboard is $25. So if you guys do that and also message me, I will also hook you up with 30 days of free VIP. And then the like goal for today's video is going to be 50 likes, because it's going to be not 50 likes. Gotta be realistic. It's a very, very late video, so I'll do 40 likes. You guys can get 40 likes for sure. So if this, what did I just click? If this video gets 40 likes, I'll be giving away 30 days of free VIP to a random comment. So make sure to do that. Just incentive to help boost the algorithm. But yeah, so first of all, I'll go over my TikTok pics. You guys can follow my TikTok at bankroll and I'll post Sometimes I post the same picks as my YouTube channel. Sometimes I'll post bonus picks. But yeah, let's just you guys can see I had 4 picks in here. So I had Kevin Porter Jr., PA, Zach Edey, RA, LeBron James, PR, Bam Adebayo Bam Adebayo rebound. So those are gonna be the 4 plays. I'll go over them real quick, like very quick. Because there's so many props today. There's so many value. There's so many value on the board. Like, guys, this is one of my favorite tools I use to scan the market. Guys, look at guys. There's literally so much value on the board, guys, which is insane. Like, so many opportunities to take advantage of. And there's a bunch of mispriced lines because we got like 15 games today, guys. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in daily grind fantasy, this is the most important tool you guys need to be profitable in sports betting, because this is how you become profitable. You be profitable by line comparing, looking for line discrepancies and odd discrepancies, not by having NBA knowledge, guys. Like, honestly, I do not watch any single NBA game, guys. I haven't watched a single NBA game, and I'm up. You guys can see here, the proof is in the pudding. You guys can see here, I'm up 107 units just this year alone on the NBA, and that's just from looking at the market data and analyzing stats. So if you guys are interested in this tool, you guys can check it out. Link will also be in the pinned comment as well as the description. But yeah, also I just want to mention, like, guys, you guys don't need to tail my plays at all. You don't even have to listen to any of my advice. The one thing is, if you guys ask like someone you follow, who you look up to for picks, just ask them for their picket, or ask them how much units they're up. And if they ignore you, they're not legit, guys. Anyone who's actually profitable in sports betting should immediately give you guys how much units are up. Picket, you guys can't fake a picket, guys. You guys can fake spreadsheets, but you guys can't fake a picket. So yeah, but let's just jump into the picks real quick. So Kevin Porter Jr., it's a very simple one. Kevin Porter Jr. just has a really good matchup. He's been killing it lately. Let me just pull him up real quick. But yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. here. Honestly, I love anything Kevin Porter Jr. He just has a really good matchup, guys. You guys can see here, past 5 games, his usage rate has gone through the roof. He's taking more shots for sure. You guys can see 16 attempts here, 18 attempts here, 9 attempts here, 11 attempts here. So he's been stepping up as a regular season ends and the playoffs are about to occur. Now he has a great matchup. You guys can see pick and roll, giving the second most points in there. Isolation, the Pistons are giving the 9th most points in that play type. So just a very good matchup here. So nothing to really explain further. Kevin Porter has a really good matchup. You guys can see his play type score is 7.6. It just summarizes matchup here. So yeah, loving Kevin Porter. You guys can take his points, PR, PA, PRA, like, yeah. Okay, next pick is gonna be Zach Edey. So Zach Edey is just another simple one. He's getting more minutes. So if I just pull up Zach Edey right here, yeah, pull up Zach Edey, taking his RA. This is a very simple one. Ever since the new coach, he's getting way more minutes. I took his line at 10.5. The line has already moved to 11.5. I still like it at 11.5, but I would put less units on it. But you guys can see here, the matchup isn't as great, but he's getting way more minutes. Timberwolves is a way tougher matchup than the Nuggets for sure, and he was in the foul trouble this game as well. So yeah, this is just a really simple one. You guys can see ever since he got fired, 13 RA, 17 RA, 14 RA, 27 RA, 19 RA, just insane. Because he's getting increased minutes, guys. You guys can see Last 5 games, he's getting 30 minutes, a solid dose of minutes, 30-ish. So definitely see him going over this line for sure. Next pick is going to be LeBron James. I like LeBron James here. Yeah, LeBron, this is a crucial game for the Lakers. I definitely see LeBron stepping up today. As well as the sports books heavily favoring his PR. So, you guys can see, if you guys don't notice, all my plays bump. So, I'm always getting an edge because the sports books, they don't bump their lines unless they feel like the prop is not set at 50-50 prop. If they think the line is mispriced, you're gonna bump it. Well, you guys can see we took him at 29 flat on Dabble. The line has already moved to 30.5 on almost every book. So you guys can see the Rockets are a good defense, but this is a crucial game, and I see LeBron James stepping up here. And yeah, the most important thing is the books. The sports books are way smarter than you guys. If they're favoring the over, then we should be favoring the over as well. So taking LeBron James over 30.5 PR. And my last pick was Bam. Bam rebounds. I took him personally at 7.5 already, but the line has bumped, so I gave you guys 5.5 on this TikTok. You guys can see here, Bam over 5.5 rebounds, but I do still like him at 7.5. This is just a very good matchup. You guys can see the Pelicans, they're just terrible. They're giving a ton of rebounds overall. The hit rate is not good in but yeah, that's 8.5. We'll go 7.5. So ever since Kel Ware has been starting, he's been taking his rebounds, but 7.5 is just too low, and especially 5.5, which is the line I gave you guys. But yeah, I personally actually took him at 7.5. But you guys can see here, the Pelicans are ranked 21st in rebounds allowed, and they're also giving a great amount of rebounds to his position. So yeah, just loving this prop for sure. And then yeah, those are gonna conclude the TikTok picks. And then I have more plays here. I have a 3-man Dabble play. You guys can if you guys want to tail, you guys can tail it. So I already explained Kevin Porter Jr. And then I'm loving Norman Powell today. So I'm loving Norman Powell. So let me just pull up Norman Powell real quick. Norman Powell has a great matchup today. So I'm just taking his PRA today. So you guys can see, I took him at 22. This line is already moving. But, so at 22, the last 10 games wasn't terrible. Last 20 games has also been not good. But in these games, he was returning from injury. And he's slowly been getting his minutes back. But yeah, you guys can see the hit rate is not that good, but he just has a very good matchup today. You guys can see here, even though the Kings they're not giving a lot of points to the point guard position, you guys can see his play type analysis, spot up shooting, handoff, pick and roll. The Kings are very terrible at defending. They are good at defending points by transition. So actually, you guys can also take his 3-pointers made. 3-pointers made is also a good look as well. You guys can see above the break 3, Norman Powell scores 42% of his points from above the break. And you guys can see the Kings are one of the worst teams defending threes. But yeah, personally I'm rocking with his PRA here. You guys can also look at head-to-head. You guys can see this season, he dropped 45 PRA against the Kings. Even though, Kawhi was out this game though, but I see Norman Powell having a good game tonight. So I locked him in at 22. You guys can see this play here, 22 PRA. But yeah. And another pick is going to be Jonas Valanciunas over 3.5 rebounds. This line is just, if this doesn't hit, I think it's just very unlucky. This line definitely bumped already for sure. Let me see. You guys can see here, even though the Clippers is a very tough matchup, guys, this line is just disrespectful. He definitely can get this for sure. Even with the limited minutes he's playing, you guys can see, he only played 9 minutes last game. 5 minutes here. But let's just say I see him getting around 8 to 16 minutes. So let's just say, let's go to advanced filters here. Let's just say he gets 8 minutes. So if he just gets 8 minutes here, 8 and 16. Let's do 16. And then let's go to our last 20 games. You guys can see he's cleared this 70% of the time. So I just love the hit right here. I don't care about the matchup. He can definitely get 4 rebounds at least. You guys can see, literally, this is insane. 13 minutes, he got 12 rebounds. That's insane. But yeah, taking his rebounds. So that's a 3-man play I locked in the VIP. If you guys want access to more of my plays, you guys can check out the VIP. Last pick, I'm taking Austin Reeves. I love Austin Reeves here. I love his RA. So let me just load up Austin Reeves real quick. So yeah, I'm taking his RA. So let me see, pulling up his RA here. You guys can see he's cashes 70% of the time, 7 out of 10 games. Last 20 games, he's cashes 65% of the time. Now he's facing the Rockets. You guys can see head-to-head this season, he's cleared every time. You guys can see he cleared this line off assists alone, guys. If you guys look at his potential assists, his volume against the Rockets is just insane this year. You guys can see he had 15 potentials and 11 potentials here. So let's just be conservative. I definitely see him getting at least 9 potential assists. So if this guy just gets 9 potentials, guys, if Austin Reeves just gets 9 potential assists, he's over this line 85% of the time this season. 41 out of 48 games, which is just insane. So this is a very simple prop. His line is already juiced over. So yeah, just love this line in general. Even though the matchup for his assists and rebounds is pretty tough. So yeah, I'll be taking his RA over 8.5. So those are going to be my 7 picks. I had 7 picks in this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and